Welcome everyone to Born to Fish. We're here fishing at Santa Fe Dam. This is going to be more of a tip video, kind of teaching. We can't really catch that much because their water level went down a couple of feet. There's not that much water. There are bass jumping, but it's hot, as you can see. Also, the sun's out in beginning of March. They're not spawning yet, but hopefully the water level will rise, and when they start spawning, we'll be able to catch them. But this video is mostly a bass fishing video, and more like there's going to be a two-part video with how to use the equipment and the proper equipment. And then right now we're going to use the proper equipment. We're going to do the proper equipment. So pretty much you can use any type of rod. It's a baitcaster. It's more difficult to use. It's more difficult than the spinning reel that we have right here. It's a 6-foot bait casting rod. See, the bait caster is different. You hold it this way, and then you pretty much always have to have your finger right here so it won't spool. But anyways, it's a 6-foot bait casting rod. It's medium to heavy action. It's a really durable, strong rod. It's a Dawia, and that's pretty much what everyone uses. But most of the pros, expert fishermen use these. Like I like using them because you can feel the fish fight better. And you could also use my Dawia, the spinning one that I showed in the previous video. It's a 6-foot medium action rod with the spinning reel. And most beginner fishermen use these, but you can catch them on any rod. He has a 5.5-foot worminator rod, I think, with a spinning bait caster. And mostly for bass fishing, so these are basically the equipment you use. You can use all the rods, but not heavy action rods. You can use the bait caster, the spinning reel, and then the combination of the two, which is a spinning bait, I think what it's called. I don't remember the official term, but that's what people use for the rods and the reels. For the equipment, a lot of people use braid because it's more durable. I have right here 30-pound braid for fishing bass, yes, but there's a lot of cover when you're bass fishing. So you need a heavy line. On this it's 20-pound, and I think that's 12. I think it's 10 or 12. It's a light pound test, but it still does the job. So I'm gonna do the bait caster. The bait caster is more difficult, as you can see. It's flipped. It's pretty much a reverse switch of a spinning reel, of a spinning rod. So they have a knob right here. They have of course the drag system, the brakes. And the brakes on this side, it goes from 1 to 10, I think. And I usually have it around a 5 or a 6. But these are more difficult to use. So the bait casters have a button right here. And then they have a button right here on the reel. And then usually when you press that down, it causes the lure to go down on its own. It's the same statistics as when you raise on the spinning reel, when you raise up the clam. It's the same statistics, but with this, if it goes faster, the reel keeps on spinning and it causes a bird's nest, and then it's very difficult to get the line out. And also watch, I'll demonstrate a cast. So when you click the button, make sure you leave your finger on the line, and then you can do an overcast or a side cast, pitching it. But when you do the overcast, watch, let me do a demonstration. Before it hits right when it's about to hit the water, you're supposed to hold it down, your finger on the reel, on the spool, so it won't keep on spooling out. And just turn it, and then pretty much you're ready to fish. Bass fishermen use mostly artificial lures. I am using a crankbait, a rattle trap. All you do is reel it in slowly, fast, whatever one way, and then hopes it triggers a bite. There's a ton of lures, but this is a basic lure you can fish with. It looks like a fish, it rattles, and then that's just more of the difficult concept. It's a more difficult type of reel to use, a rod to use, but that's one of the most basic lures to use. It's a rattle trap. All you do is reel it in and just hope for the best. You can twitch it, doesn't really help for me personally. To the next one, which is the spinning reel. It's pretty much the same, a medium action, except this one's easier to cast. You have a little bit more control of the cast, more control of the lure. Pretty much, just hold your finger on the clamp, you lift it up, and you cast it. Then you just close this. Your line won't get spooled since it's circular, it's not going in a specific direction, and then you just pretty much reel in and then hope for the best. I wish we could catch a fish. We're hoping that we might. Every time we made a video, we have caught fish, so hopefully we could catch a fish. But this is, as I was saying, I'm not really hoping for the best, because where I'm standing was completely underwater. I've stood right here when the water was higher, and then the water was my chest level. So you can see how much the water's gone down. Hopefully we'll catch something, but that's pretty much the tackle. The bait caster is more difficult. Beginners use these, but get a medium. Don't get a light action. Get a medium action rod. This is a Dawia. It's the shock is the spinning reel. It's a 5 bearing reel, and it's pretty much it's just basically like bluegill fishing and catfishing. When using the reels, you just reel it in most of the time. And he has 5.5 foot rod. It's the spinning cast. It's a spinning cast reel. So it's more for the beginner type, when you push the button and then you just cast it out. But it's all self-explanatory. So that's just the proper equipment you should have. You have a durable rod. Doesn't matter about the reel. You have a good reel, whatever. But the rod's more important, because you don't want to use a lightweight. This is light to medium, so it's all right. But it's a medium to action is fine. Light to medium is fine too, but mostly medium. With a good reel, 3 bearings and up. Line, make sure line is higher than 10. You can go 8 or 6, but that's just pushing it a little bit when you're fishing. And if you want to begin and you want to catch a fish, keep it 15 or higher. This is a 30-pound braid. You can use monofilament, fluorocarbon, or braid. I just like braid because it's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit harder to use because it casts out farther, and then this spins out faster. So that's all you basically need. Durable rod, durable reel, durable line, and a rattle trap. It works fine during summer months. I'm just trying it right now for the post spawn, but we'll see if we can catch a fish. I know it wasn't the best video, but it's just a little tip about if you want to become, it's just the little tips that help when you want to be a bass fisherman. So hope you guys liked the video. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, more videos to come. Thanks for watching, guys.